Welcome back to another episode of the Face Mask Podcast, everybody. Today we got a football episode for you. If you guys are new around here, we post NFL content and NHL content. So not only if you're a fan of football, if you're a fan of hockey as well, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you're following us on Spotify, make sure to go ahead and give us 5 out of 5 stars. But let's go ahead and talk about the week. So we're going to do a little recap of the NFL Week 10. And then after that, we're going to go over our pick'ems. Now, we don't predict every single game, but we do every primetime game, and we select one 1 o'clock game and one 4 o'clock game. And
Eastern time.
Well, yeah, Eastern time, but most people are on the East Coast.
What?
No, that's actually true. That's actually true.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
I swear to God, it's a real stat. I remember learning about it. Like 70% of the U.S. population lives on the East Coast. So shout out to all the East Coast watchers.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, anyway. So we go and do that, and the person who picks the 1 and the 4 o'clock game is the person who had the best record in the previous week. Which, spoiler alert, he may or may not be sitting right next to me. If you guys have been watching us, we do not have Justin with us, but we'll be reading his comments, and Jay is not here with us, but we'll be reading off his picks as well. All right, now let me introduce No Doubt Dog over here.
Last week's winner.
Yep, went 6-0, but hey, we'll get into that way later. And I am Orb. So let's go ahead and go into Week 10. Enough with that jib jab. All right. The Indianapolis Colts in the international game, they go ahead and beat the Atlanta Falcons 31-25. It did take them to overtime, so it's a little bit closer than I thought the game would be. But, of course, when we're talking about this game, we need to talk about Jonathan Taylor. 32 rushing attempts, 244 rushing yards, 3 total touchdowns. And on the receiving side, he had 3 receptions and 42 receiving yards. Pretty good. Pretty good game if I say so myself. I mean,
MVP.
Yeah. No, seriously.
Hands down MVP.
Yeah. Honestly, if the season ended right this second, I would give that man MVP. Now, unfortunately, the NFL media, the NFL award voters, or whatever.
They're very QB biased.
Yeah, whatever the hell you want to call them. Because it seems they don't even know the sport that well. The most valuable player, not most valuable quarterback.
Hell, we were even QB biased a couple weeks ago when I believe Jay was on that episode, and we were talking about Baker Mayfield. Yeah. MVP? Question mark?
I don't think we were being quarterback biased. He was the front runner.
Jonathan Taylor's kind of been up there all season long, so...
Yeah, but... Now, I think it's clear Jonathan Taylor or Matthew Stafford.
Tyler Shuck, too.
Matthew Stafford deserves to be up there, but I'm glad you brought up Tyler Shuck.
Yes.
He got his first career win.
Who dat?
Yeah. Tyler Shuck, he helps lead the Saints to a W against the Carolina Panthers, who shockingly have a winning record. So, not only was it a win for the Saints, not only did they squeak out a win, they beat one of the better teams in the NFL right now. I know it sounds weird saying the Carolina Panthers are one of the better teams in the NFL, but record-wise they are, so we have to announce it like that.
Yeah, I mean, they did beat the Packers.
Yeah, I mean, the Panthers aren't horrible. But anyway, Tyler Shuck in that game went 19 for 27, 282 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns.
Do you have any turnovers?
No turnovers.
That's
only sacked twice.
Oh,
which is good for a Saints quarterback.
Yes, yeah. So,
how you feel about Tyler Shuck?
He honestly, I watched that game and I was impressed. But there were some games where Spencer Rattler impressed me too. So, I'm not jumping the gun to be like, he's our franchise QB. I want to see how it plays out the rest of the season. Obviously, Kellen Moore, seen something in him in college, and with his offense, Kellen Moore's offense, he saw something. I mean, everyone was like, "Who the hell they take?" You know, and I was one of those. I think you were one of those that was
Yeah,
like, "Who the hell is this?"
yeah.
Uh,
I was.
yeah. So it's it's a work in progress. Uh, they got a bye week this week, so I think they got a bye week.
The Saints.
Yeah, I think they do.
Yeah, they. I think they do as well. Actually, yeah.
Yeah. So, but I think when they come back, they're going to be facing a much more difficult team. I think they face the Buccaneers when they come back from a bye. So uh, that's going to be a true test for
That's a loss.
for the rookie.
That's a loss. We'll just see how good he does. I'm already chalking that up as a loss. If you want to be honest.
As a Saints fan, I'm not chalking anything.
As a Saints fan, I'm chalking it up as a loss.
You're not a real Saints fan. This guy fucking likes the Texans, the fucking Patriots, the fucking Chicago Bears.
No doubt, Dog does this thing where if you mention you like one or two athletes on the same team, he'll just say that's your team, no matter what.
I do it with Jay all the time. He loves J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah, it is true. Anywhere J.K. Dobbins goes, Jay becomes a fan of.
Yeah.
And Jay's a big Lamar Jackson fan, so he's automatically a Ravens
fan. Clearly. You like Baltimore.
Well, let's talk about Justin, actually. Yeah, you, Justin. I know you're watching. Yeah. And we're going to be talking about your Miami Dolphins, because where the hell was this performance for the last 8 weeks?
Oh, boy.
A 30-13 win against supposed to be one of the NFL's powerhouses.
The Super Bowl contenders.
Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills, I mean, their record is kind of mid right now for how good they're supposed to be. I believe they're 6-3. I mean, they're 6-3. I know on the top of my head, I know the Broncos have a better record than that in the AFC. I know the Patriots have a better record than that in the AFC. I believe the Chiefs have a better record than that.
I don't think so. No.
The Chiefs?
No.
I would double check that. Yeah, but anyway, even if I was wrong about that, I mean, still, dude, what is going on in Buffalo? Like, seriously. But I mean, Josh Allen has inconsistent quarterback play from time to time, and hey, I know he's good. I know Bills fans glaze the shit out of him, and he deserves it sometimes, and sometimes he does not. And and whether you're a Josh Allen lover or hater, you have to admit he is an inconsistent quarterback. You just have to.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that we've talked about on the podcast before, about the Bills are one of those teams that play to the level of their competition.
Absolutely.
And they played down to the level of the competition against Miami, and Miami played up to the task. So hats off to Miami for beating the shit out of the Bills. Like, a good team doesn't play down to the competition. They don't let them think that they can win the game, or like they go in there and blow them the fuck out. But the Bills are one of those teams, like the Steelers. They're another one of those teams where they play down to the competition. And I tell you what, I'm tired of glazing the Packers. I'm thoroughly done with glazing the Packers. Early in the season, I was all about the Packers. I picked them to win the fucking division. Lost to the Browns. Lost to the Panthers. And but I said that the Packers are a different team at home. Would they beat the Eagles? Nope. I didn't pick them, and I went 6-0 with the pick 'em. I went with the Eagles to win in Lambeau, and I think the majority of everyone else took the Packers.
Yeah, the only one who took no, they didn't.
No. Everyone picked the Eagles.
Okay. Besides Jay. Jay was the only one who picked the Packers to win.
Yeah, no, but the Packers, they're pretenders.
So anyway, No Doubt Dog was right. The Chiefs do have one less loss than the Bills, but still,
No Doubt Dog, right again.
Still,
Stay doubt me.
even with me misspeaking, these are the teams in the AFC with a better record than the Buffalo Bills. The Indianapolis Colts, which shame on me for forgetting to name them.
Shame on you.
The Denver Broncos and the Patriots, like I said. The Los Angeles Chargers. So they're currently
the Chargers were
Chargers
I
are
would
better.
guess them.
And if the Pittsburgh Steelers knew how to fucking play a primetime game, they would be above the Bills. But we're not going to do coulda, shoulda, wouldas.
Yeah, we could do that all night.
Yeah. The Bills are the 5th seed in the AFC. Not in the NFL, the AFC. That's kind of rocky, man. You're supposed to be a Super Bowl contender.
What does that mean? 5th seed? You're playing on the road in the playoffs? You are. Sorry, Buffalo.
And don't let the Ravens catch heat either. I mean, I know they got a lot of ground to make up, but they did. They do, but they got Lamar Jackson back, and they got on a 2-win streak, I believe.
What's their record?
The Ravens, they are currently sitting at 4-5.
Yeah.
They do have some ground to make up. They started bad.
Real bad.
But if the Ravens get hot, man, hey, Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely, if they catch heat. But anyway, let's go back
Likely not to make playoffs.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go back to the Dolphins, because I don't want to spend this whole segment about the Bills and Dolphins talking about the Bills. We're not going to talk about the good teams. We're actually going to give props to the Dolphins. Now, where they're at in the AFC doesn't really matter because they're not making playoffs. But
yes.
You Dolphins fans, if you don't own a Devon A. Chan jersey,
You best get one.
Put it on your Christmas list right now. Write it down. Tell Santa you've been extra nice this year and get yourself a Devon.
Justin, you better get one.
A Devon A. Chan jersey. I started to seriously put him in that elite-ish category. Kind of, No Doubt Dog. He personally has some guys that he likes, and he calls them No Doubt Dogs.
Yes.
I am starting to feel that way at Devon A. Chan. I'm starting to think he's a no doubt orb.
Yeah.
Doesn't have as good as a ring to it, but
no. Actually, yeah, no. That's gonna make me puke. Do the Dolphins have a franchise running back now? I know that they every draft they take a running back. Then the next draft they take a running back. Then the next draft they take a running back. Do you finally have your guy now? I mean, the proof is in the pudding.
That is a fair point. If you guys aren't familiar, early 2010s through early 20s, Dolphins went through a lot of running backs. What was it? Didn't they have Arian Foster to Lamar Miller to... I can't remember. Did they have Duke Johnson at one point, or am I making things up?
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe they didn't have Duke Johnson, but
they just
then they
it's been a merry-go-round.
Then they went to having Raheem Mostert.
Yeah, and he did good there.
He did good in the system, but I feel he was just kind of part of this.
He didn't stay. They shipped him off or got rid of whatever they didn't want to pay him, whatever. But they normally have running backs, and if they don't do good, they do respectable. But then the next year, they got this guy. They got this guy. I don't know. So
it's like, I mean,
with the guy putting up these kind of numbers.
Oh yeah, let me read off his numbers: 225 total yards and 2 rushing touchdowns
against the Bills' defense.
Mm-hmm. Supposed to be one of the better defense in the league.
Yeah, at least the top 10 defense.
Yeah.
So
I think that Joey Bosa addition is not doing as good as people thought it would. And
I've seen him do well on some plays, but
yeah,
I just throughout the season, long term.
No, don't get me wrong. It's not as disappointing as Von Miller on the Bills, because that was very disappointing. But Joey Bosa, I mean, still good, but not. I don't think he's quite the star power he used to be, or at least he's not playing like it this year. But yeah, hats off.
I think it's the system, though.
It might be.
I think
I think
Bosa, and as much as I hate him, I think he's still as talented as he was last year. But I think it's the system kind of nerfing his numbers. So
it very well could be.
Yeah.
He has 4 sacks on the season and 23 tackles for loss.
Yeah.
23 tackles for loss is kind of
Is
impressive.
is good. Yeah. 4 sacks is kind of mid. So
Yeah. So, anyway, Dolphins, hats off to you. Very depressing season for you guys. So, hey, at least you got to beat a division
division.
rival.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go to the Patriots and Buccaneers, which a lot of people had their eyes set on that one, is because the Patriots just decided to be good all of a sudden and have their next franchise quarterback already. So that's going to be exciting to see for Foxborough. But the Patriots beat the Buccaneers 28-23. How you feeling about the Patriots and the Buccaneers?
Uh, I think am I the only one that took the Patriots last week in our pick'em?
I don't think you were the only one.
Okay.
I know I took the Buccaneers just because I thought at some point the Patriots were going to slow up, and I was like, the Bucs are coming off a bye. They're coming off some injuries. People aren't 100%. I thought they were going to come out nice and refreshed, and I mean they didn't play bad, but not good enough. Not good
Yeah,
enough for
not good
Drake May.
enough. Yeah.
Drake May and Travion Henderson.
That's who we should
You
be
see
talking
what
about.
happens when you give him the football?
He's pretty much Henderson's fucking. He's his publicist. Like he's been preaching all season long. Why are they not handing the ball off to him? Why is Stevenson still getting carries when he fumbles?
Yeah. I've seen many memes where it was like, I want a girl to love me as much as or I want a girl to trust me as much as Mike Vrabel will trust Ramondre Stevenson or something like that.
And then, who was the other running back?
Antonio Gibson was even starting to get some carries before
Wait,
Henderson
what?
even got a little bit of a workload. It's like, dude, what are we doing?
I don't know.
Early second round pick as well. Not just a second round, an early second round.
Yeah. And you feed, your rookie the pill, and look what he does with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
He has the talent. I mean, hey, I don't know if they were confident about him memorizing the playbook. That's the only thing I could think of.
yeah, that's the only thing I was thinking of. Like, maybe he wasn't grasping the playbook as much as they wanted. I mean, yeah, so I don't know.
Still doing really solid. I don't have the numbers on the top of my head, but I know he got 2 touchdowns and around 100 yards. So, hey, multi-touchdown game against Buccaneers. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good for a rookie who's actually, I think that was his first game ever getting over 10 carries.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Pretty damn good for the kid. And good for him. I'm happy for him because I got him in fantasy.
Oh, jeez. It's Jay over here.
Jay will talk about fantasy every 2 seconds, but I'll talk about it every now and then. And then the last thing we're going to recap over from week 10 is Brian Dable firing the Giants coach.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't even memorize names. We just like see faces on TV. And we're just like, it's that guy. So that's why I just had to remember.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't know if I think that's justified.
Right? I'll let you go.
It's they're playing with a rookie QB. They don't have their world class wide receiver. He got hurt early in the season with Malik Neighbors, and and the Cam Scadaboo, their franchise running back, got hurt as well.
He was on the pace.
Yeah. All the hype was around Scadadoosh. And he brings the hype. People were. I mean, there's a reason he had the hype, and he was. He was a bull in a china shop was how he was running, and that's not going to lead to a long career, but he was the flavor for a couple weeks, and then he got hurt.
He was the flavor of the week.
Yeah, and I just don't know if this is really going to all be on Vrabel's plate for being, hey, this is your fault. I don't know. Here's one of the things that I don't know. You could answer because I really don't know much about Vrabel. Um,
I mean, Dable.
Dable. Okay, yeah, sorry, Dable.
It's
Okay.
fine. We were talking about both
Yeah,
coaches. Yeah.
yeah, it rhymes. So
Yeah, it actually is. I never realized how similar their name was until now.
yeah,
Vabel or Rabel and Dable.
Dable.
Yeah.
Yeah, is Dable? I know Jay would let me know right away, but is Dable uh, offensive coach or a defensive coach?
You know, I that is more of a question for Jay. Jay knows a lot more about coaches than me, but I want to say, if I had to guess, I think he's more of an offensive guy.
Yeah,
I think he gets
yeah.
involved pretty.
Go ahead and put in the comments if you know the answer.
I think he
Um,
gets involved pretty heavily with the offense. I think he had a lot to do with like when they went out way back when they got Singletary. I think he like was pushing for that if I'm remembering correctly.
yeah, but here's the one thing. I mean, if he's a defensive coach, maybe that's why
Yeah,
they
Giants defense is pretty.
because all preseason they talked about the Giants, the G-men finally have a good defense, and they got a rookie that's supposed to be good, and this guy's supposed to be good, and like all the hype around their defense, and I was like, okay, and then a couple weeks early in the season, I seen it, I seen it, and then also at the beginning of the season, I didn't see it. And I was like, against teams that, would struggle against a respectable defense, let alone a good defense. So, yeah, I don't know what's up with the Giants defense. So if he's a defensive coach, then yes, absolutely, he should be fired. But if he's an offensive coach, I won't put the blame on him. I think that's an extreme rush to judgment. So that's my thoughts on it.
My theory on it is Brian Dable's been the New York Giants head coach for around 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
He's never had a good roster. Like, let's be real. He's had some talented people, but would you would anyone be scared of the roster? Would anyone be like, that's a for sure playoff team? No. And Brian Dable was able to not only get the Giants to playoffs one year with Daniel Jones, he was able to get them playoff victory with Daniel Jones.
Indiana Jones.
Now,
That's
now,
what he goes by.
now known as Indiana Jones, yes. But way back when he was MetLife Danny Dimes.
Yeah, Danny Dime. Yeah.
Yeah, if you notice, no one really calls him Danny Dimes. Or,
No.
I mean, I hear it less, at least. I hear Indiana Jones more
Yes.
now. But Brian Dable was able to do that. Brian Dable was able to get Devin Singletary, whose career was fading out, over 1,000 yards. Brian Dable was able to get Tyrone Tracy over 1,000 yards, who you see now Scadaboo's. Now, I'm not saying every player's production is solely because of him, but we've seen a lot of young talent develop in that New York system. It's got
Running backs, not QBs. Danny Dimes wasn't doing shit there.
he wasn't doing nothing, but Jackson Dart's doing good, and then
Yeah.
it's just so like
Until he got hurt.
yeah, well he's got a concussion. I think he's only gonna miss like 1 week, but
Yeah.
you never should really guess because you never know because
Yeah.
they wait forever to do their reports and all that.
Yeah.
But it's not like Jackson Dart was doing bad. He had a very good start to the year. Malik Neighbor is also another bright spot going on for the Giants. I just don't really see the whole reason why of getting rid of your coach when you have a rookie QB who was finding his rhythm with him
Yeah.
and a rookie running back who now he's injured, obviously, and missing the rest of the season, but he was finding rhythm with him. Malik Neighbors, before he got injured, he was doing just fine with them. There was a little fight or between them. It wasn't a fight, but it was like an argument because Neighbors wanted the ball more or something like that. But the next week he got like I think 14 receptions. So
Yeah. I remember that.
yeah, it wasn't really a fight, but it was kind of like a heated argument on the sideline. Anyway, I don't really see why they fired Brian Dable. I actually think it was stupid.
Yeah.
There's no reason for it.
Yeah.
I feel like New York just kind of shot themselves in the foot right there.
Very similar to like the Jets. That's kind of a New York thing.
I don't know
They
what
like
is.
shooting themselves in the foot.
Can I'm sure the comments can tell us, and I'm sure we could find an answer. But when is the last time a New York team has won anything? Like for any sport?
Oh, you gotta go back with the Giants with Eli Manning.
Yeah, 2011. What,
I think because
11 or 12? 2011 or
the
12?
New York Knicks in the NBA haven't won anything.
No. Yeah.
The Rangers haven't won since the 90s.
Rangers, Islanders haven't won.
Yeah. Oh, well, no, baseball.
But the Yankees haven't won in like 2010 either.
Yeah.
Or
No,
2009.
and the Mets. Don't even talk about the Mets. Yeah, it's been, no,
Like,
it's, I would say the G-Men with Eli Manning is the last.
I think that is the last time.
The championship has
no,
been there.
I think that, yeah, you're right. But I think that was 2012.
Okay.
But still, that's, for how big of a market New York.
How much money they pay.
New York. Now, it's not like LA, because,
They also pay.
We don't talk about baseball on this podcast, but like, you got, even if you don't follow baseball, the Dodgers, they basically just bought their World Series. That's how baseball works. And since they're in LA, they get a lot of revenue because they have a lot of fans, because they have a lot of population. Now, New York is kind of the same way. They generate more revenue and all that stuff from jersey sales. But at least in the NFL, there's a cap space, or cap room. So anyway, like, people want to go to New York normally.
Yeah.
It's a big market. And I'm just saying, it's sad how bad their sports are. But anyway, that's enough of me making fun of New York and their poor sports teams.
We should do an episode on that.
I know. Oh, Brooklyn Nets, they haven't won anything either.
No, yeah. Cool.
Almost forgot about the Brooklyn Nets.
They're very forgettable.
Yeah. Well, we're not too big basketball guys anyway, but... All right. Well, that's the recap of Week 10. And we'll be back from this brief pause because we live next to a train track.
Yep.